Now let us move to the our next definition portion. The next definition is line of collimation. Okay, so what is this line of collimation? It is a line passing through. This is telescope. We have seen there will be eyepiece and there will be one object glass here. Okay, and here somewhere it is crosshair is fitted. This crosshair is like this. So here it is somewhere fitted inside. So here one line, it is called line of collimation. It is a line passing through intersection of crosshairs and the diaphragm and optical center of object glass. This is your object glass. There is optical center of object glass. The line passing through these 2 points is called line of collimation. It is imaginary line. Okay, imaginary line passing through intersection of crosshairs and diaphragm and optical center of the object glass is called line of collimation. Okay, next definition is axis of telescope. Axis of telescope. This is line nothing but the line passing through optical center of eyepiece. Here is the eyepiece. That is optical center of that eyepiece and optical center of object glass. And its continuation. Line passing through optical center of eyepiece and optical center of a object glass is called axis of telescope. Okay. Then next line is that it is the axis of bubble tube. Then axis of bubble tube. Axis of bubble tube is a line tangential to the longitudinal bubble. There is one longitudinal bubble, that is spirit bubble in the bubble tube, and that line which is tangential to this longitudinal bubble in the center of it, in its center, that line is called, that axis is called axis of bubble tube. It is a line tangential to longitudinal bubble at its center is axis of bubble tube. In the previous lecture, we have seen how do we calculate the levels. We have seen the concept of reduced level, concept of benchmark. Okay, so whenever we want to know the level or a reduced level of a new point, if we want to find the reduced level of any new point, then we should start work from the point of known RL. Okay, suppose there is any point, this is a point, and I want to find the RL of this point. RL of this point. Okay, let this point be P. I want to find the RL of this point. So how can I find it out? Just by simply if I just simply set here instrument and I will keep the staff here. Can I find the RL of this point? No. I will just get, if I fix the level at some point, I will just get this vertical height of this portion on this point on the ground and my axis of level. Okay, so how can I find out the RL of this point? So I need some point to compare this reading. So means what is the need? To find the RL of any point, we should know the RL of some point. That is point of known RL. That what we say point of known RL. That is benchmark. Benchmark we should know. Okay, suppose here is some benchmark whose RL is 100 meter. So, and then I have to find RL of this point. So what can I do? I will keep one stop on benchmark. Okay, benchmark, you know, benchmark is a point of known RL, whose RL is known to us. Okay, there is a one point whose RL known to us. Okay, let it be any permanent benchmark, GTS benchmark, anyone. Okay, so that benchmark we know the RL, and now from with respect to this point, we have to find the RL of this point. So what can we do? We have to keep the stuff here first, and we have to set level somewhere. We have to set level somewhere. We have to make axis horizontal. Then we have to take reading here at this point benchmark. Okay, suppose reading is here 1 meter. Then this point is there. I have to find RL of this point. So I will keep stop here. Okay, I will keep stop here and I will see the reading of stop through this level, and suppose this reading is 2.0 meter. So how can I get RL of this point? Okay, so from the this axis of instrument, it is below 1 meter benchmark and it is below 2 meter. So I can get the difference between these 2 points is 1 meter. 1 point minus another point, that is 1 minus 2, that is minus 1 meter. Means this point is minus sign, means this sign is this point is below this point, or as the reading increases means your stop is going down, means this point is at lower elevation. Suppose if there is any point which is at higher elevation, then here reading will be less. Okay, now this point is at lower elevation, so here reading is more. So here we got what is the RL of this point B. RL of point B is, that is here what is the RL of this point A? RL of point A is 100, that is 100. And what is the elevation difference between these 2 points? Minus 1. So RL of B is 99 meter. This is one method. We can find out the RL of this point B with respect to point A. What we did, we have first out what we have find out the difference of elevation between these 2 points, that is point A and point B. It is found to be minus 1 meter, that is 1 meter, that is point B is at lower elevation from point A. And then if this point is at 100 meter, then if this point is 1 meter lower than point A, so its RL will become 99 meter. Another method is, suppose this is my instrument axis, axis of instrument, and in the very first lecture I told you that it will remain horizontal. It will always remain horizontal. Once you level the instrument, it will show you a horizontal plane. Okay, so wherever you keep the star, it will give you reading of that point on the ground from this axis. Okay, how much this point is below this axis will the reading you can read on the star. Okay, so another method is, now if this is RL of this point A is known to me, that is this is point of bench mark, its RL is 100 meter. Okay, 100.00 meter. So if I will say, if I say what is the RL of this our axis of instrument, RL of axis of instrument, what is the RL of this axis of instrument? Can I find it out? RL of this instrument axis? Yes, I can find it out because this axis is horizontal. So RL means nothing but vertical height. Okay, so this is benchmark of 100 meter, and this my axis of instrument is 1 meter above. Okay, 1 meter, this is my axis of instrument is 1 meter above benchmark, whose RL is 100 meter. So can I say that RL of this instrument axis is 100 plus 1, that is 101 meter. Got it? How can we find the RL of instrument axis? Instrument axis is horizontal. Okay, throughout horizontal one seat level. So how can I find out the RL? RL means its vertical distance from some data from known RL. Okay, so point of known RL is a benchmark. Benchmark we have RL on 100, and if we take the reading at benchmark, we are getting height of this instrument axis is 1 meter above this benchmark. So we can find it out the RL of axis of instrument by adding this 100 plus 1. Now this is my RL of instrument axis. So wherever this axis goes, okay, what is its RL? What is the RL of this instrument axis? It is 101.00 meter. Did you get it? Okay. So now I know the RL of by this instrument axis. So can I find it out RL of this point now? Yes. Now if this point is point B is 2 meter below 2 meter below this instrument axis. So can I find out that RL of B like that? RL of B is equal to RL of B is equal to, which is RL of instrument axis. Okay, that is 101 meter minus this 2 meter. This point B is 2 meter below from this instrument axis. Then what is the RL of B? It is 99 meter. Here also it is coming 99 meter. Here also it is coming 99 meter. Okay. So there are two methods. We can find it out the RL of any point. What we need the point of non-RL, that is benchmark. We can find out the difference of elevation between 2 points by taking reading, by setting dumpy level or any level in between, and finding out the vertical difference between height difference between 2 points. We can find out the RL of that point. Okay. B. And another method is we can find the RL of instrument axis, RL of instrument axis, and then we can subtract the start reading. Okay, because whatever the start reading we are getting, it's the distance of that point on the ground from this instrument axis. If I am keeping staff here, then what this reading gives? This reading gives me distance of this point from this instrument axis. Okay, and suppose if I need now what is the RL of this point. So suppose this reading is 0.5 meter. 0.5 meters. So how can it find it out? RL of this point is 101. 101 minus 0.5. So how much I am getting here? Reading 100.5. So these are the two methods to reduce the level of different points on the ground. One is height of instrument method. It is also called as line of collimation method, like this method, and another is this is rise and fall method. So we are going to discuss in the next lecture. I have to discuss some definitions with you. Height of instrument. Okay, height of instrument, it is also called as HI. Height of instrument, HI. What is height of instrument? It is RL of line of collimation. When the instrument is perfectly level, okay, then what will become? This line of collimation will become perfectly horizontal, and RL of this line of collimation is called height of instrument. So here I get the instrument and I have find out the first reading and the benchmark. Okay, so this reading is called as backside. What this reading is called as backside. What is backside? After setting the instrument, first reading whatever we take, that is called as backside. Here I have set the instrument, and after that I have taken the first reading. Okay, so first reading taken is called backside reading. What is this called? Backside. And it always we takes at the point of non-RL. Okay, backside reading we always takes at the point of non-RL, that is on the benchmark. Okay, because without that how can we can find out the RL of next point? So we always take first reading on the point of non-RL, that is point benchmark, and that reading whenever we set the instrument and we take the reading, first reading, that first reading is always called as backside after setting the instrument. Okay, and suppose we are taking here number of readings. Okay, here one reading we are taking, then another reading we have taken, another reading we have taken. Then this ground, this nature of this ground has been is, suppose the nature of this ground is like this. Okay, so I am taking, once I have set the instrument, okay, I can take the reading here. Here if I get staff, here I get staff reading, I can take here reading, I can take reading. Okay, my horizontal axis. So my axis of instrument or line of collimation can see that reading stuff. Now this is the point I have to find the reading. Okay, so can I get this reading by this setup of instrument at the side? No, because it is at higher elevation, so I cannot read this stuff. In this case, I have to shift this instrument to new location, to new location to see this stuff. Ground elevation if increasing or decreasing, we cannot observe the stuff reading. So in that case, we need to shift this instrument to the new position like that, and we have to see the readings. Okay, so by this setting of the instrument, this is the last reading. This is the last reading I am taking. So this is called as foresight. What it is called as? Foresight. Okay, the last reading taken by any setup of the instrument. Got it? I have first set up the instrument. I have first taken reading at the back side. Okay, that is what is that? I am taken first reading at the benchmark. That reading is called as back side, and then I have taken number of readings, and then I have taken the last reading of this instrument setup. So this last reading I am taking, it is called as foresight. Okay, and whatever readings I am taking in between this backside reading, this is backside and this is foresight. Now in between that I have taken this reading, this reading, this reading. Whatever readings I have taken in between this foresight and backside, it is called as intermediate side. What is it is called as? Intermediate side. Okay, this intermediate side we can, in the short form, we can write it as IS. It is can be written as a FS foresight, and this backside can be written as a ES. Okay, these are the definitions. Now we will move to the what are the different methods of reducing array.